I'm excited about it because I make more money in crashes than I do when they go up. So, but for the average person, they'll get wiped out. I'm afraid at the worst, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're heading for a global depression. I made more money after 2008 than ever in my whole entire life. I go, no, I'm excited. I mean, it's gonna be bargains everywhere. But everybody else, oh, you're pessimistic. No, I'm actually optimistic.
But I don't flip property. I don't buy low to try and sell high. I don't buy, sometimes on stock I'll trade. I've made more money in the last 3 weeks. But when the market crashed, I moved about $500,000 into the market and made about another $1 million off of it. And the reason people are poor or getting their asses kicked out there is because they're wimps, pure and simple. And that I cannot give anybody, but you have to give it yourself. If you're a wimp, grow something, you know what I mean? Either a backbone or some gonads if you're the male race, sex, you know. You have to do something. So I'll tell you, back in 1987, when that stock market crashed, I still remember it was 87, I was in Honolulu Airport, I was flying in from Sydney, Australia, and I get up and they say, the market has crashed. Oh, I'm on the, this is before cell phones, I'm on the phone going, the market crashed. I dropped to my knees, broke out the rosary beads, even though I'm not Catholic, took laps around the beads, say, thank you, God, this one is crashing. And for those of you who remember 87 and old enough, it wasn't just subprime crash, it took out the entire savings and loan industry. I mean, a whole banking system collapsed, and the savings and loans collapsed, just got taken out. And it was taken out by an 86 Tax Reform Act. And the 86 Tax Reform Act basically screwed professional people, doctors, lawyers, and accountants. It took this phony tax-based write-off system away from doctors, lawyers, and accountants, as they should. They have no business being in real estate. Just took them. So this market just kept crashing, and I kept saying to Kim, yes. So it's 87, 88, and it just got worse. And that's in 1989, at the height of pessimism or the depth of pessimism, I said, yes, this is it. I'm gonna get rich now. Everybody was crying the blues. And as Buffett always says, you always buy when the bears are selling. And when the bears finally give up, that's when you go in. I made more money after 2008 than ever in my whole entire life. I go, no, I'm excited. I mean, it's gonna be bargains everywhere. But everybody else, oh, you're pessimistic. No, I'm actually optimistic. I'm excited about it because I make more money in crashes than I do when they go up. So, but for the average person, they'll get wiped out. I'm afraid at the worst, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're heading for a global depression. And now the good news is that for those who are prepared for it, like you and things like this, you'll do better.
If I know these bad times are coming, I'm a regular guy, what else do I do to position myself better?
As a world, I've never been here before. And so is it a spooky time? Damn yeah, it is probably the most dangerous time ever. There's nothing to compare it to because there's never been a world economy before. For example, 100 years ago, if there was a stock market crash in England, it didn't affect anybody. But now the US market goes down, the world goes down. So plus with social media and all this we're doing now, and so we've never been here before. I'm excited about it because I make more money in crashes than I do when they go up. So, but for the average person, they'll get wiped out. I'm afraid at the worst, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're heading for a global depression. The economy stays down, it's hard to come back up. And now the good news is that for those who are prepared for it, like you and things like this, you'll do better. See, not everybody dies in a plane crash, some plane crashes. But the last crash in 2008, I was on Wolf Blitzer's program 6 months before Lehman Brothers went down. And I said Lehman was going down. And nobody listened, but it went down.
Before we continue, help us by smashing that YouTube like button and subscribe now to this channel. This shows the algorithm that you value the information, and it helps us spread this message. Sharing is caring. Please like and subscribe now. Thank you. And now, let's continue.
And so I've been expecting this market to go down for quite a while. And I'm concerned about my fellow human beings. But as you know, most Americans are clueless. They don't know what's going on. But if you travel the world, I just got back from Africa and China and Japan and New Zealand. People are scared. Australia hasn't had a recession in 30 years. It's in recession. But Americans are fat, dumb, and happy, having a good time, which is good. So let me just say this, people say, what can I do? Well, everybody can go out and buy silver right now. Silver price went down today. It's good news. It's less than $20. Everybody in the world can afford $20. But again, out of 100, only 2 might buy silver. This is the greatest opportunity in the history of the world. It's also the worst time in world history. But what you do with it is up to you.
Hope is for hopeless people. There's only activity.
What do I do to be prepared for a time like this?
Well, first of all, everybody can do something, but they won't. And that's the reason, who stole my pension? There was plenty of money in it, but nobody did anything. People did. It's like I said, when the crash came in 2008, not one of those got paid. So there's something rotten inside America. And I think the problem with many Americans, they're complaining, well, it'll heal. So the thing that everybody can do is.
So one is some kind of a precious metal for money as a form of investment, long term.
No, it's not even an investment. It's an insurance policy because the dollar is going to go down.
So you buy it and you resell it, or you buy it or you keep
Just
it?
Keep it.
So what else can I do today? If I know these bad times are coming, I'm a regular guy, what else do I do to position myself better?
Well, what a person does is what they can do. And since the average person has no financial education, they can't do it. So I can short the market. I'll make more money as it shorts coming down. So I'm looking forward to it. But the average pensioner, they're handcuffed. They can't get out. If they take the money out, they're penalized 30%. They screwed everything. That's Wall Street, the government, and all these guys.
So what can I do?
You should have gold and you should have silver. You should have museum quality artwork and real estate, income producing real estate. Another friend of mine, he moved up to, he was from Seattle, excuse me. He had a big house. His kids all moved out. So he converted the kids' bedrooms into 1-bedroom apartment. So he put a kitchen and he put a toilet inside his little bedrooms. And so he now rents out 4 bedrooms. He's making more money today than ever before because a lot of workers commute to Seattle. So they come in, they check in, they come in on Sunday night, they check out Friday afternoon. So the point is, everybody can do something, but you got to figure out what you can do.
All you losers out there who thought your house was an asset, and all you losers who are flipping property. Flipping is capital gains. The name of our company is Cash Flow. Cash flow and capital gains. Flippers and traders, guys who are buying stock low and selling high, buying real estate low and selling high, they're called flippers, and people who buy and sell stock are called traders. They're investing for capital gains. I do that occasionally, but generally I'm only selling because I'm moving up to something else. Like when I met Kenny for the first time, we had some losing 30-unit apartment houses, and I asked Kenny, I said, what can I do? He says, get rid of them. He says, I can't help you at 30 units. You have to go to 150. I said, oh, okay. So Kim and I sold several small 30-unit apartment houses, and we went up to our first 150-unit apartment house. Now we're over 1,000 units. But that's the only reason we flip, because we're moving up 1031ing tax-free exchanges into bigger property. Why? Because you have economies of scale of management. Does that make sense, you guys? Yeah. But I don't flip property. I don't buy low to try and sell high. Sometimes on stock I'll trade. I've made more money in the last 3 weeks. But when the market crashed, I moved about $500,000 into the market and made about another $1 million off of it. Just 3 weeks. Good ROI. But I haven't sold yet. I'm kind of waiting. So I do flip stocks, trade stocks. But you have to know when and what to do. That's all I'm saying here.
What to do in such a situation? Inform yourself and keep your financial education strong. We from the Compact Group offer our loyal subscribers a free educational portal with first-hand monetary, financial, and economic knowledge. Enter our invite-only Insider Club by clicking the link below. You will get access to first-class information far earlier than the rest. We have prepared a special deal for all our members where you can access a giant pool of Robert Kiyosaki's financial wisdom for just $1. To find out more, simply click the link below and join our Insider Club absolutely free. But there is more you can and should do. Build up several streams of income. More and more people realize that they have to take their future in their own hands, but they don't know how and where to start. We from Compact offer our Insider Club members unique opportunities. Strengthen your financial muscle and get the edge. Click the link below. Become part of our free Insider Club. No financial obligations. But there's one important thing you have to know. You have to become active. So do it now. Become active and see you on the other side.